Welcome to FBA Black Man Speak the Truth Reaction Channel. And today we're gonna talk about your boy Umar. Yeah, you heard me. Umar Johnson. You see the title and you see the thumbnail. And my reasoning of making this live stream, well, it been like 3 or 4 days. Hold on, my bad. It been like 3 to 4 days since I ain't did no live stream. But yeah. But yeah, this man, this man Umar Johnson now getting blamed for for but I'm trying to find a video and let y'all hear this, because today we're gonna really talk about this, because you pandering Negroes. This is what happened when you be under the leadership of a LaQuisha out here. You thinking that she was not gonna turn against you and all this and that. And I said this a couple months back. I said that Umar Johnson get paid off of blaming black men for the way these LaQuishas act, and how these LaQuishas got going, how the way these LaQuishas do stuff. They gotta blame black men for it. But see now, Umar, you getting a taste of your own medicine, bruh. And I don't feel sorry for you at all. Cause you been drinking that deceptive Kool-Aid for a long time, thinking that these LaQuishas really cares about you. Hold on for a second. Sorry about that. Um, yeah. And you pandering Negroes need to learn something. Cause you pandering Negroes, you really think that these LaQuishas are gonna care about you when you go through these issues and stuff? Sure, I'm not coming at him. Listen, like I said, Kamala lost, and that's good, because she didn't even do nothing for black folks, no way. She didn't even really care about black men and all this and that. But that's not the reason why I'm getting on Umar Johnson for. Because I'm against the Democrats, just like he's against the Democrats. But you saw how that pandering stuff that you do to LaQuishas, these LaQuishas out here, like I said it before, you say anything out of line, these LaQuishas are gonna stop supporting you and stop giving you money. And what that mean by that? What I mean is, that mean that the checks start coming in. And now they for the no longer support this man. Or if he got to switch up again and take these LaQuishas advice to blame black men. But I told you before on my channel, I don't want no LaQuisha's support. I don't want no support from those LaQuisha's, bro. I don't want no support. But yeah, man, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You sit here, you been having all that money over the years for that school. You still ain't got done with that. You still not married to the two single mothers that gave birth to your two black daughters. But this is teaching you a lesson, Umar. And I expect more of you simps to get wake up calls as well, so I can start getting a kick out of that. But but y'all gonna learn one day. You gonna learn. When these LaQuishas do y'all filthy and dirty, don't come back to the rest of us black men and think that we supposed to just accept y'all back. Cause no, you pandering Negroes gonna learn today. These LaQuishas out here, they ain't who they say they is. But somehow you want to take it out on the rest of us black man. And now these LaQuishas out here showing you for who they is. They not gonna care about you either. Let me see if I can go find his channel right quick. But try to find it right quick. I'm Yeah, you gonna learn today. All that simping and pandering that he be doing. Well, it probably gonna be like a 13-minute video, but let's go on and hear that. It probably gonna be like a 40-minute live stream, maybe a 50-minute live stream. I don't know, but just listen to this.
Good evening from Wilmington, Delaware, to all my beautiful African queens of the Democratic Party plantation. Sisters, how can you dare blame your big brother King Kong consciousness for the white racist Democratic Party losing the presidential election this year? I wasn't even in the country, sister. I left on purpose. I was in the United Kingdom hanging out with my British Africans. If you don't believe me, call London, England. If you don't believe me, call Birmingham, England. If you don't believe me, call Manchester, England. I wasn't even in the country, ladies. I was over 5,000 miles away across the Atlantic Ocean building Pan-African consciousness with my European Africans. I was away since the 31st. I was gone. I wasn't even here. I returned election night. How you going to blame me for the Democratic Party losing the election? I'm hearing black women are crying, fainting, depression, anxiety, bipolar spells, psychotic episodes. My black queens, it ain't that serious. We're crashing out for a political party we've been voting for overwhelmingly for the past 88 years. What are we crying for, sisters? Black queens, can we please do something about this? But if you need a hug, I'm here. If you need some life coaching, I'm here. Whatever I can do to help my beautiful African sisters out, I'm here. I'm hearing we got beta males on the Democratic Party plantation. They having crying sessions. I heard Van Jones and Swollen Martin and Barack Obama, they having crying sessions for the beta males of the Democratic Party plantation. Come on, family. You weren't going to get anything from Kamala Harris. Come on. Joe Biden, come on. But my Republican Party plantation slaves don't go rubbing this in their face. Because I don't know who told you Donald Trump was the savior of black America. He couldn't care less about black folks. We crashing out over white candidates, white racists, political parties. Nobody can save the Negro but the Negro himself. Nobody can save the African but the African himself. Listen, if y'all want to blame me, I will wear it as a badge of honor. That I'm responsible for black people waking up and no longer serving as the loyal plantation slaves of the Democratic Party. I will gladly accept the reward. I will take the honor home. I will take it home. But I'm not responsible for this. She still walked off with 85% of the black vote, but it just wasn't enough. Hispanics went for Trump more than her. Those over 50 went for Trump more than her. This wasn't my fault. This wasn't black America's fault. They wanted to put Kamala in there. The white power structure, they wanted to put Kamala in there, but they knew if they robbed him again, America would have went up in smoke. Y'all know that. They was going to give Kamala the Oval Office, but they said if we rob him again, we don't know what's going to happen in these streets. So the shadow government had to have a sit down. This your big brother. I just took a shower. I'm in Wilmington, Delaware. We working on FD&G. I just want to relax and get back out there tomorrow. Black.
Stop the cap. You probably ain't working on that school. You probably doing something else with the money. Excuse me. But I hope this teaching you a lesson. All that pandering that y'all pandering Negroes be doing, nah, we're not buying it. So don't come over here now trying to claim you on our side and you the one chose the route that you walked that you chose to go on because you decided to pander to a LaQuisha and think that these LaQuishas out here are really your savior. These LaQuishas out here can care less. They can care less. But y'all pandering Negroes, y'all gonna learn one day. And I hope every last bit of you get that wake up call. I hope every last one of you. But let's continue.
Queens forever, snow bunnies never. Can y'all stop blaming me? Can y'all stop blaming me for things I don't have anything to do with? Peace and Pan-Africanism. And by no means am I intending to beat a dead horse. Peace and Pan-Africanism. And by no means am I intending to beat a dead horse. But my Democratic Party plantation slaves, I'm having a little bit of a problem with the fact that y'all crying over Kamala Harris, but y'all not crying over that $30 million that the Divine Nine gave her in one night to pay for campaign ads and commercials. If you're going to cry, don't cry because a white racist political party lost the election. You should be crying because the black Greeks gave Kamala $30 million in one night that the black community can never get back. That the black community can never get back. That the black community can never get back. Why don't you cry about the $30 billion? Black women in particular, but black men as well, spend on beauty and hair products. Why don't we cry?
Why this gotta be about black men in the same situation? Black men don't be really going to no beauty shop like that. It be these LaQuisha's out here that be going to the beauties. They spend like billions of dollars at a salon every single year. Cause the statistics show that black men don't be going going to the excuse me for that, be going to no beauty store like that. Like, let's be for real, but let's continue. But y'all pandering Negroes gonna learn one day. But let's continue.
About all these black girls who are being sexually trafficked in this country? Why aren't we crying about all the homeless black women with children living on the street? Why aren't we crying about all the young black men who are losing their lives to senseless violence? Are we crying like this for these lynching victims? Are we crying like this for these police genocide victims? But you crying for Kamala Harris? But you not crying for the $30 million the Divine Nine gave her to pay for useless commercials and ads? The money from which she's never getting back. Can we please stop the nonsense? Can we please get organized? Black queens forever, snow bunnies never,
Still pandering.
Pan-Africanism will perish. I'm the new leader of Black America. You either with me or you against me. The agenda is coming soon. 2025, Team Pan-African, King Kong consciousness. You either with us or you against us. Listen, family, let's just keep it a buck. Do I need to remind y'all? Do we need to go back in time 16 years ago when many of you and many of our grandparents wasted their savings in retirement to go and watch Barack Hussein Obama get sworn in as president of the United States? Do y'all remember that? All that money black people spent to go and watch Barack Obama get sworn in as president of the United States to only turn around and rainbow gang our children, turn around and try to rainbow gang Africa, turn around and give all our civil rights to all these other anti-black, non-African groups? Need I remind you that Bill Clinton single-handedly incarcerated more black men than all Republican presidents put together? With that omnibus crime bill that he pushed out in 1994, do we need to talk about how Bill Clinton criminalized child support? Do we need to talk about how Joe Biden pushed the Asian bill and the Transformer bill and all these other bills and did nothing for African people? And I'm supposed to be saddened? Not me, family. First of all, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I don't endorse candidates or parties. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I do not endorse candidates or parties. You understand me, family? If it's going to be any crying, it's going to be done over us. Any crying going to be done for black people. If we giving out $30 million a night, it better be to build some institutions. Stay focused and stop getting distracted. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris aren't going to do anything for black people. Black people have to do for black people. When are you going to stop begging, crying, pleading, and depending on Caucasians to save you? No one is coming to save Africans. Not Donald, not Kamala. Only Africans can save themselves. This is my last one for the night, family. This is my last one for the night, family. But I received word from my Howard University Africans. I received word from my Howard University Africans that Vice President Kamala Harris did not return to the forum last night to thank them for their support. If Kamala Harris left Howard University before thanking the students of and Howard University for supporting her and standing with her and allowing her to do her election watch on their campus, then she is completely out of line, disrespectful, and unprofessional. I need my Howard University students to tell me whether or not Kamala Harris returned to the rostrum to thank you all for supporting her in her defeat. If Kamala Harris did not return to the rostrum to thank the Howard University students for supporting her, then she was out of line. That is disrespectful and it is unacceptable. My beautiful sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, my beautiful sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, you need to send your soror a letter. You need to let her know that you did not appreciate her conduct at your school, at your alma mater, and that was a poor representation of what Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated stands for. The Basilisk of AKA needs to send Vice President Harris a letter. The president of Howard University needs to send Vice President Harris a letter. The student government and student organizations of Howard University need to send Kamala Harris a letter. That was wrong. She would have never behaved that way at a PWI. That was wrong. She would have never behaved that way at a PWI. And that shows you that yes, she graduated from Howard, but she doesn't respect Howard. She belongs to AKA, but she doesn't respect AKA. Her membership in your fraternity and her graduating from your university was only a strategy to boost her political ambitions. That's all it was. How dare you come to an HBCU? How dare you come to Howard University, lose the election, and instead of coming out and thanking those Howard University students and alumni and DMV family, Virginia, Maryland family, DC family for standing with you, you just walk out. In other words, black people aren't good enough for an explanation. Black people aren't good enough for a thank you. If Kamala Harris's behavior last night at Howard University doesn't show you who she is, I don't know what is.
No one seems to know this, but
Now you heard with Umar Johnson. Hold on for a second. Yeah. My bad for the sound. But you heard what Umar Simp Johnson had to say. Now, after all this stuff that these LaQuisha's were blaming him for, this man still calling them a black queen. Oh, black queens forever. Snow bunnies would never. And somehow, these LaQuisha's, this man ain't gonna never learn. But I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him for him calling out the Democratic Party. I'm really not mad about that. But but Umar, it take you that long to call out these LaQuisha's that you been getting paid over the years of blaming black men for their problems and all this and that. I'm still not rocking with you. But I do agree with you calling out the damn Democrat Party and what they were doing. I give you that. But let's face it, bro. You're not. You got a taste of your own medicine. I told you these LaQuisha's we're gonna turn against you. And it's gonna be more rude awakening for the rest of you pandering Negroes. But this one right here with Umar, Oh, I'm glad he got his wake up call from these LaQuisha's. And I'm gonna say nope. Go back over there and deal with these LaQuisha's. Because you sat here and chose to think you know a whole lot of stuff about what black men got going on. But before I got out here, they're gonna be like a 4.5 minute finish up the 4.5 minutes video, man, live stream. But yeah, man, and I expect more simps get their wake up call. I hope every last bit of you get the wake up call. And these LaQuisha's, I told you, man, these LaQuisha's do not care about you. What part of that don't y'all understand and what y'all don't get? Sure, they'll pay you for bashing black men and blaming black men for their issues, which they do a lot of times, cause they pay you to talk this way. But when you start to shift and start holding these LaQuisha's accountable, that's when the money start coming in. And I don't said this so many times on my channel. I even said that when I was making videos, most definitely. I told you that these LaQuisha's are not gonna care about you when you're going through these issues. They're gonna not support you when you start to shift gears. I sat there and warned y'all that. You pandering Negroes don't get it. You pandering Negroes just don't get it. And I'm glad this stuff is really happening to you, Umar. And like I said, going into 2025, I don't want to hear nothing about black men interracial marriage come out of your mouth. I don't want to hear nothing about you talking about black men's success and all this and that. I don't want to hear nothing. I kind of find it funny that you don't have it for these LaQuisha's who divest and talk about killing black babies. That's really what they want to vote for Kamala for. So they could continue to constantly tarnishing black men's image by destroying the family by killing the black babies. That's really what their motivate was. And you have a bunch of the rest of these simps getting on here making content, trying to make it seem like that, oh, the black man are the problem, oh, the black men are this. But this don't make any sense. Umar Johnson, I'm telling you, y'all gonna learn one day. Y'all gonna really learn. Cause these LaQuisha's, they not gonna care about you anymore. Sure, you'll call them black queens and all this and that, but these LaQuisha's, they not gonna care. They not gonna follow the rules. They not gonna take accountability for their own actions. They not gonna do that shit. They gonna still continue to pay you to keep blaming this stuff on black men, which I get tired of, cause these LaQuisha's don't really wanna be accountable for anything. And speaking of these LaQuisha's, I gotta make a live stream in the morning, in the morning, because this LaQuisha talking about she apologizing. Man, no, don't come and try to apologize now. I don't want to hear no apologies. You can save and keep your apologies, but yeah, man, you can save that apologies. I don't want to hear it. But yeah, and this is him getting to taste his own medicine. And I sat there and told you how these LaQuisha's don't really care about you. Sure, they'll agree with you bashing black men, but behind closed doors, they talking down on you behind your back. So all that bowing down and kissing the ranks and worshiping the grinds that these LaQuisha's walk on, that's not going to end well for you. And then until you start calling them out, now they going to turn against you. And now you seeing who they really is. But anyway, man, let me go and get up out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, support the channel, and peace out, man. I'm out of here.